Hello, team. This is Darrell here again. And I want to tell you a story today. It's about a master carpenter who was building his church. I'm telling you this story because it really correlates with what we do in Carrot Bars and how we build our Carrot Bars business. So this master carpenter, what did he do? He started off, he had some good news that he started to share from city to city, town to town. And as he shared this good news through talking about stories and parables and principles, as he shared this good news, he found a few who wanted to follow him. He hand selected 12. He started off with one by sharing his stories. That one became another and another and another till he had 12. He had 12 students that he was teaching his stories to. He told them that I'm gonna make you fishermen of men. So what did this master carpenter do? He sent out the 12 out to tell the rest of the people the stories. He sent them out 2 by 2. Sound familiar? 2 by 2, a right leg and a left leg. And as these students went out and started sharing the story, the 2 became 4, the 4 became 8, the 8 became 16, the 16 became 32, the 32 became 64, the 64 became the 128, the 128 became the 256, the 256 became the 512, the 512 became the 1048, the 1048 became the 2000, and so on and so on and so on and so on. And now we have billions of people that are still studying this master carpenter's good news. Do you understand the power of duplication? That's what the master carpenter was teaching. The power of duplication, the simplicity of keeping things so simple that anybody can do it. Because simplicity creates duplication, and duplication creates success. This master carpenter had a plan to share this good news with the world, so everybody would be touched by it. But guess what? He didn't come back for everybody. This master carpenter knew that everybody wasn't going to take this good news and run with it. This master carpenter said, the ones who have ears to hear will hear. The one who has eyes to see will see. And the ones who heard and saw did something. Because the master carpenter understood that faith without works is dead. You have to do something. You have to apply this good news to your life in order to get something good out of your life. He also understood, and one of the students, you know the student always becomes the teacher. One of the students even said that what he said was, be ye not conformed of this world, but transformed by the renewing of your mind. That good student understood that if you don't pour something new into your mind, you're going to get the same out of your mind that you had from before. And if what you had before was enough, then it's okay. But the only way that you can transform your mind is by putting something new into your mind. So this good student understood that, and the master teacher taught him this. All these lessons that the master carpenter taught was for us to live by, so we can go out into the world and become the thing that we're supposed to be, become the person that we're supposed to be, build our temples, build our lives, build ourselves. A master teacher, master carpenter also told us to we are blessed to be a blessing. So when you pour into your mind and you renew yourself, you should pour so much newness into your mind that it's an overflow. So when you have that overflow, you can pour into somebody else and teach somebody else the same good news that the master carpenter has taught us. So how does this apply to our Carrot Bars business? We do the same thing. We have a right leg and a left leg. We are sent out to have 2 by 2 by 2, for 2 to turn into 4, and 4 to turn into 8, and 8 to turn into 16, and 16 to turn into 32, so on and so forth, till we get thousands of students that are with us, thousands of partners that we share this opportunity with, that's actually walking with us, and we're teaching them the same simple principles that we learn to duplicate. Because if you keep it simple, you will duplicate. People can do the simple process. And if you can do the simple process and you actually take action and do the simple process, then you just duplicate it. And that is the key. Duplication is the key. But you have to keep it simple in order to duplicate. And what is our process? All we do is pay ourselves first. That means we save the money that we want to keep in gold and gold-linked cryptocurrency. Then we teach other people to just do that. Save the money that you want to keep in a gold and gold-linked cryptocurrency. And watch how fast that duplicates if you apply the simple principles, which is invitation to a presentation, to a 3-way conversation. You invite somebody to see a presentation. They see a presentation. You ask them if they have any questions. If they have some questions, you lead them to a 3-way conversation with me or your upline. And then once they've been asked that, once they've gone through the 3-way conversation, then you just simply ask them a confirmation question. Like, let's get started. And you get them started to do the simple steps. So let's practice what the master carpenter has taught us. And let's practice all the simple steps. There's 5 steps. Y'all know them. And let's become successful because we're keeping it simple and we're duplicating. All right, y'all. I'm Daryl Darrison, and I'm out.